Hello America, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After Season 5, Episode 8, 9, 7, 7. Episode 7. What is this whole storyline with Larissa and Eric? Larissa had to go tell her friend that she was moving in with Eric. This is the second friend who is not happy about her moving in with Eric. She goes to move in with Eric. They gonna sleep in separate beds, so she basically like his roommate. Like, are you gonna be paying money there? She then goes through his phone and she finds somebody's number or some text messages from someone named Natalie. And in those text messages, Eric was calling Larissa a bad mother and doing all of this stuff, right? So she calls Natalie and Natalie is like, yeah, he a snake. He been, talking bad about you. He when he went to go see Colt, they were talking about your sexual, way that you be sexual. And he was talking badly about her in front of his parents. And he had just met Natalie and he started talking bad about Larissa to Natalie. And it was just like, he's not a good guy. I don't know if this is for storyline and they're together, because I know she had posted like that picture of them and like, I love you, Eric, and all of that. So I don't know if that's just like, to keep up with appearances, or if she like really is with him. But or this could be manufactured TV drama. You do realize that that's something that it can be, but I don't know what it is. All I know is it's too much, and who is against the queen will die. Paul and Karine, why don't they show Paul and Karine? Paul and Karine somehow now have a tiny home. Paul said something very interesting to me. He said that while he was in Brazil, he put his dogs into a training facility, and I didn't know what a training facility was, but I was like, that gotta be a lot of money to leave your dogs in a training facility while you're in Brazil for 15,000 years, right? So I don't know, but all I know is training facilities are very expensive, and I'm very much trying to figure out, first, if you were supposed to be moving to Brazil, why would you even like still have your dogs? And secondly, how was he paying for that? Can you say it with me? Manufactured TV drama. So they're moving into this tiny home. Karine likes it, She understands that Paul is trying to do stuff. He's trying to put his best foot forward. He does not have a job. So what? You buying houses, you renting houses, whatever. You doing all this stuff and you expect me to believe that you don't have a job? I'm watching you on your job right now, okay? Like, stop lying to me. Anyway, you can cut out Debbie and Colt and Jess and put more Paul and Karine in there, okay? Can we get to the good stuff? I want to see Paul run. I want to see Karine follow. I want to see some real shit. I want to see the house be all dirty. I want to see Pierre play with some hair. Can we get into the real shit? Kalani and Asuelu, y'all done dragged out this whole, he was mean to me in California for about 3 episodes. So he finally done apologized. So we never heard that Asuelu had family in the United States, but Asuelu has family in the United States. He has 2 half-sisters here who were born in American Samoa, so that's, American territory. And his mother, who has a green card so she can come and go as she pleases. So he wants to go to Washington State to see his family. So Kalani is like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. So they sit down, they Skype his sister and his mother. He looks just like his mother. His mother is like, oh, I pray for my kids to have love, blah, 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 all of that. But anyway, when you gonna send me some money? Now, I don't know if this is manufactured TV drama, but she said, when you gonna send me some money? He said, well, I like got kids, so I be buying diapers and my car had to get fixed. And his mama said, take the car back to the dealership. This has to be scripted. There is no possible way that you're going to look at me in my face and honestly say, take my car back to the dealership and then give you the money. Anyway, his sister talking about, yeah, you know, you gotta pay to be in the family. Come on, pay. Girl, ain't nobody trying to pay to be in this damn family. Let me tell you something. I would have lost their number. I can understand why he ain't close to him if they talk like this. But Kalani is like, this is why we have problems. You know, first of all, none of them came to my wedding. Secondly, they always want Asuelu to send $14,862, and it's never the amount that he sends, so they always annoyed, and it's always like it's my fault, and I don't want to feel like this. I don't want him to blame me, and I don't want them asking for $15,000 every time we call or we see them. So that's the end of their story. I've been doing this for 6 minutes, and I ran through 3 people. Elizabeth and Andre. Chuck and Charlie, her brother and her father, come to Moldova. They don't have any luggage. I really don't care about that. They get in the car. So they're asking Andre what he did. He said that he was a cop. And they're like, oh, you were a cop? And he was like, yeah, but you know, I was like a detective. So they like, oh, okay, so why did you go to Ireland? Can you say manufactured TV drama? It gotta be. I'm sorry. I can't say that for every storyline. But it seems as though I do, so. He's like, you know, I just really didn't like it. He tells the camera that it was like not a good job and they wouldn't treat you good as like an employee. And so he went to Ireland and started to work as a bouncer. But that, I guess, isn't the truth. I'm not sure. They're asking him like, well, so why did you leave? Why did you leave? And he's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Elizabeth is like, I don't understand why he's being like this, because all he said was like, you know, he just went to Ireland to get a better job because his friend had a job. So I don't understand why he's acting all evasive. So they get to his parents' house. They have this big spread laid out. Everyone is like, thanks, thanks. Then Charlie, I think his name is Charlie, her brother, is like, okay, so was he really a cop? His brother says, yeah, he was a cop for 1 year. They say, oh, for 1 year? You were only a cop for 1 year? So why did he go to Ireland? Andrea's like, nobody's going to tell you this, bro. Just leave it alone. Just leave it the hell alone, okay? So Chuck and Charlie is like, why don't he want us to know what's really good? So then they start talking about him not having a job. Chuck is like, so is this Moldovan culture for him to be a stay-at-home husband? They say no. His sister-in-law then says, so why don't you, offer him a job? Chuck says, I've offered him plenty of jobs. He doesn't want the jobs. His brother is like, well, why don't you want the jobs? Andre says, well, Libby wants me to stay home, somebody that she trusts to raise our child. And so Libby is like, oh. And so Chuck is like, yo, Libby, let me ask you a question. You want him to work, you want him to stay at home? She says, I want him to work. He said, what? Why are you changing up your mind? Like, you really just said that, like, right now? Like, for real? Like, for real? He was like, if you really don't like me not working, why are you trying to get married to me a second time? She said, it don't have to be a second wedding. And he said, he said in his confessional he doesn't know if she's hormonal or stupid, but something's going on. Okay. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Who am I gonna talk about? Let's talk about Angela. Angela. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm an American. Don't you understand? Girl, we get it. You're an American. But this man is Nigerian. He's not American. You keep saying, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that because I'm an American. You're trying to turn me into a Nigerian woman, but I'm not a Nigerian woman. I'm an American woman. I'm not going to do all that just because you want me to do that because I'm an American woman. And it's my American right to have my husband in there cooking if I want him to. Okay, I get that, okay? I understand what you're saying, but he's not American. So you keep saying, it's my American right. But if he turn around and say, it's my Nigerian right, you gonna flip your shit, ain't you? Anyway, he wants her to cook. But then I don't know if he knew the dishes. I don't know if he knew how to cook the dishes. So it was like, Michael, come on. How you want her to cook and you don't even... know the recipes. So they go to the market. She's like, oh my gosh, I thought it was gonna be a grocery store. Ma'am, it is a grocery store. It's just an outside grocery store. Have you never seen a market? A farmer's market? Huh? Anyway, she can't handle it. I can't. Oh, I need some rice, but it can't be off the top. Do you have some rice that's packaged? Oh my God, it's a go ahead. They were sitting up there like, I'm sick of Angela, okay? But you know what was crazy? Is that she was like, I'm gonna order a pizza. Oh, my skin looks horrible, but you know, I'm going through my process. She's like, I'm gonna order a pizza. He's like, bro, my mother and my sister-in-law, they're not gonna eat pizza. So they get there. His mother sees that he's in the kitchen. She's very surprised by this. He gives her fried plantains and some stuff, and she like, I ain't about to eat this. The sister-in-law's like, I ain't about to eat this. So then she's like, oh, I got a pizza, and then they eat the pizza and they like it. Anyway, I forgot that Angela has been lying to Michael about, or not lying, but has not told him that she went to the doctor and she could have cancer because his mother is like, I'm really happy for y'all to get together and have some kids. And she like, oh really? So she needs to tell him. But honestly, it just seems, I guess she gonna tell him next episode. But it seemed like she'll just wait until after they get married, and then she'll be like, what, Michael? You don't love me no more? Last and least, Colt, Debbie, and Jess. So they go to Jess's family's house. After about 3 minutes of some sweet talking, Colt has convinced Jess's father that he is the man for Jess. So they're all happy. Then Debbie is like, so anybody think they moving too fast? Then Jess is like, bro, shut up. And she's like, oh, like, you gonna tell me to shut up? Yeah, she was being disrespectful to Debbie. But I mean, honestly, Colt said nothing. And Colt is such a fucking liar, because Debbie was like, okay, I'm about to go. And he like, okay, well, you know, I just put you in a cab and send you home, the producer's van. I put you in a cab and send you home. And she like, you're not gonna come with me? And he's like, no. He says, as he's putting her in the cab, to, you know, the camera crew, that this isn't about Debbie. It's about him getting to know Jess better, so his mother will be fine. But then the next day, he tells Debbie, oh, what? I didn't remember that Jess had said that. We were a little bit drunk, coming in there looking like a damn rooster, a damn cockatoo. The fuck, nigga? Oh, I can't stand Colt. I can't stand Debbie, and I can't stand Jess. Then they walking on the beach. He got his damn panties on. I don't care if they're a Speedo. He had on his panties. No badly built person should be wearing them. No. That Jess talking about, ooh, he make me want sex all the time. Girl, if that gets you off, then let that get you off, and keep that in the bedroom, okay? Colt lied and said, well, I don't know if he lied, but he said that I want to be with Jess and I want to have children with her and I love her so much. Whatever. Who cares? If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or you can visit my website. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.